Hey everyone, I've got a really great idea, and I thought we could have some fun with fractions and trying to find, not fractions, I apologize, measurement and angles. Yeah, I can't lose my focus, right? So on angles, so what I did was I took some tape. I happen to have some blue painter's tape, but you could use any kind of tape you have at home. Now, this is something you got to ask permission from your parents. I taped it on this desk that I sit at. You could tape it on a table. You could tape it on a desk. You go outside and tape it on the sidewalk. Okay, and we're going to measure some angles. Again, you need some permission. If you're going to do this in the house, you're going to do it on the floor, you're going to do it on the table, you need to get your parents' permission. You cannot just go and do this without asking them first. So what I did, if I'm going to show you here, is, okay, check out the desk, all right? And I just put some tape down all over the desk. It's different, just random straight lines. And I have all kinds of angles here. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to measure the angles. Okay, now, if you're doing it outside, you can do this and maybe use some chalk. Okay, so here I've got one, and we'll start. You can use some chalk, or you can use something out there on it. You can write it on paper. You don't have to do it on the desk. I'm going to use my highlighter, okay, or my Expo marker. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take my protractor. I'm going to set it down. Make sure the 90 side is up, and I'm going to pick one. Now here's what I got to remember. I'm going to look at my angles here. Now I've got 4 of them. As my lines intersect or cross, I know our angles are based on 360 degrees. Okay, so when I've got this full intersection here, I know that this angle plus this angle plus this angle plus this angle should equal 360 degrees. Okay, now on one over here, you notice these, both of these, they don't totally intersect. This just comes in and meets. So this only works off of this here, and here's 2 angles. And this works off of this here, there's only 2 angles. So this is only half of the circle, so this would only be 180 degrees. This over here would only be 180 degrees. So this angle plus this angle should equal 180. This angle plus this angle should equal 180. Anywhere that you have them completely crossing, okay, here's the complete intersection right here. Okay, if you can see that right here, this angle plus this angle plus this angle plus this angle would equal 360 degrees. So you can try this out. So I'm going to come over here to my first one where we started. I'm going to use my protractor. I'm going to set it down here. Now, if you look, I've still got my point here and my 0 line. So I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to put my vertex right where these 2 lines meet, right here. Right there where they meet. And I have to line up, if you look here, I try to come down as close as I can so you see. Okay? I'm going to put it right on there and lining up my 0. So my 0 is lined up. Then I'm going to see where does it cross. And it crosses here. I'm going this way, counting all the way up. There's 120, just shy of 130. So this one is about 128 degrees. So this angle is 128 degrees. Now I wrote on my table here, this is a glass top table, and I know it'll come off. You cannot write on the table unless your parents give you permission, because you got to be able to make sure it comes off. Do not just write on the table. Well, so I'm going to come over here and think, well, okay, well, let me measure this angle right here. The same thing. I'm going to put my dot right there. I'm not lined up. I have to line my 0 line up. Okay? This one now is going this way, so I'm going to come from the inside. And here I've got, looks like about, whoops, ooh, as I'm losing my focus here. Okay? This one here is I'm getting setting it in there. Okay, I've got about 52 degrees. Okay, so it looks like this one is 52 degrees. Now, so we're going to check that out, right? Now, it should be coming close. Remember, we're not perfect at our measurement. So now I'm going to come over here. Oh, what do I do upside down? Same thing. Put it right in there. Match up my 0. And I'm going to count all the way across here. And this looks like about 100. Holy cow, 128 degrees. 128 degrees. Well, if that's 128, that's 128, that's 52. What do you think that's going to be? 52 degrees. So let's see if we did this right. Okay, I'm going to come over here. Line up my zeros, right? And holy cow, look at that. As I'm counting up here, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and I'm right up there about 52. 52 degrees. So then, I got to say, oh, okay, all right. So now I've got 4 angles. If I do this right, it should total up to 360 degrees, okay? So I'm going to take my 128 times 2, right? So there's 16, there's 4, that's 5, 256. 52 times 2, there's 104. Okay, add up my 256 plus my 104. I got 10, 6. Oh my goodness. Would you check it out? 360 degrees. Total. Perfect. Now another way to check would be 28 plus 52. 28 plus 52. So if I come over here, I've got, if this is a straight line, it's half a circle, it should be 180. So I got 128 degrees plus 52 degrees. There's 10. There's 3, 8. Oh, 180 degrees. There's 180. So you can do this anywhere, any place, anytime, guys. And it's kind of fun. It's a fun way to practice with your protractors. Practice, and you can go all over. You can see I've got them all over the table here, all over my desktop. Okay? And I can just continue to measure and practice. So, ask your parents' permission. Do not do this without asking your parents for permission. And again, you can take this outside on a nice day, on the sidewalk, and measure. Go through, measure here, okay? Anything you can do, and it just measure, line up, mark up your 0, and see where it goes through. And start counting up. And here I've got, looks to be about 63 degrees. Now, can you be a few degrees off? Absolutely. Okay, you can be a few degrees off. That's no big, we're not perfect. I got lucky, I guess, right? So, try this at home if you can. It's a fun way to practice with your protractors. If you cannot do it on a table, if you cannot do it outside, do it on a piece of paper. Just draw some straight lines. Get a piece of paper, draw some lines and measure. Practice with those protractors. So, I'm going to hope you have fun with this. I think it's a lot of fun. I think you'll have a blast. Good luck, guys.